Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started. I was waiting for a first of all, welcome. Thank you very much for taking on this exciting challenge, and this is going to work out great. I want you to know that this is only the beginning. We're going to work very hard to support you all as entrepreneurs and businesses with low-interest loans, with technical assistance, with connections. So even though you've put your heart and energy into doing this incredible course with FASTForward and the great work that they're doing, I want you to know that we're available to help, and we want to make sure that you all are successful. Oh, my apologies. I'm Kevin Johns. I'm Director of Economic Development for the city. I have no manners left anymore. Oh, thank you. Well, we're going to tag team here a little bit. I was hopeful that the head of our small business division, Vicky Valdez, would come up and join me, but we have an incredibly cool substitute in Joy Miller. Vicky is with her uncle who's going through some surgery today, and I think you all have all met her. But come on up, Joy. We're going to tag team. You're going to. I've got just a couple of minutes in overview that, you can do that one too, that's cool.
I bet the videographer would prefer I'm over
All
here.
right. Before we get started, I want to recognize Mario Flores, who is the chairman of the Hispanic Chamber, who's here with us today as well. Mario sent a trade mission, including the mayor and 15 local businesses, some of them startups, and they're in Mexico City today. And then tomorrow they go to Monterrey, and then they go to Guadalajara, and then they go to Saltillo. And they've already signed one major contract, and so we're hopeful to measure the financial return on investment for those 15 businesses as well. But thank you very much, Mario. The way this is going to work is that Joy and I are going to kind of chat for a minute, then we're going to turn it over to my friend Greg Pogue, Dr. Pogue, who is so brilliant. We met for like the fifth time. We were on a plane together, and he took a different seat so we could come and plot the Einstein project, how we could create a new incentive for economic services to get all of Austin's kids out of poverty. And so he's really brilliant, and you're very fortunate to have him as your kind of team leader on this. But I have some prepared marks that I want to run through, and then I'll stop periodically. Studies have shown that women-owned and minority-owned businesses are lagging behind white male-owned businesses in annual revenues. The city's small business program is race neutral. At the same time, we found that those statistics were so alarming that we wanted to find a way to double, quadruple. We wanted to increase the revenue streams of our other businesses and make sure that we're using our cultural diversity as an economic strength, that women-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses, that they become leaders not only in Austin, but that we hope that you all will become multinationals. There is a very disturbing trend that you may have seen in the Wall Street Journal. The number of small businesses that have been startups, of entrepreneurs getting started, since 2006 has dropped 40% in America. And we were talking earlier about a couple of businesses that started just after that, during that time period. And so I think that it's so important that you all are successful, and we are going to do everything we can over the next few years to back you up, to help you with anything that you can think of, so that you can not only grow and get more locations, but that you're successful, and some of you we hope will be multinationals, and we can help in that area too. Our search for viable solutions led us to the esteemed FASTForward think tank at the university. And as you know a little bit about the history of that, it has been the place in Austin where people go to get solutions and to get credible ways to make more money and to be entrepreneurs that are successful not only in Austin but around the world. In fact, there's an FASTForward in Monterey. And so there are other ones. So if in your vision of what you want to do, you also want to expand to any other markets, please let us know. Our small business program has technology so that you can type in English and it comes out in Spanish or other languages. Helps you map the areas so you can find out where your competition is. So you want to jump in?
One of the things that I would say was special about our Fast Forward initiative, we know that the high-tech businesses, there are many of them starting up in Austin, and we value them, but we know that they do have plenty of places to go for resources. What we wanted to do is expand the network for the traditional businesses, the mom and pops that are not in high-tech, that still need that assistance to grow their revenues to the next level. We'd like to see every small business hire another person, go into a new market, get a new product out there, some way that shows that this program was the genesis of their really burgeoning in revenue growth.
Yeah, and I think you all know, but there was a huge competition to get these slots. There are a lot of businesses that wanted to get in here, and so you all were chosen as the cream of the crop in Austin to do that. And so we're very proud that we can say that this is the inaugural class, that hopefully you'll be on television with your own advertising, and that we can do whatever we can to make sure that you get the kind of exposure you need to be further successful. So the time that you committed, we realized that was a serious commitment. And we want to just personally thank you professionally for the time that you dedicated to this. And we would like you all to be an alumni for us for the future. The first class, but also the alumni of entrepreneurs who are trying to do something in Austin that we think that other places around the country are going to want to replicate. So for all of those reasons, you know, we're in this with you, and we really want to make sure that you have the capital you need, that you have the resources, that you have whatever kind of thing that we can bring to the table. You want to have any, you want to say something else? You usually like to kind of cause some trouble.
I would just say that in my opinion, this was a cream of the crop group, as he said, a stellar group. It was a diverse set of businesses. No two businesses were in the same exact arena. We did have 4 food products, but they all came at it from a different angle, different products and you know, different niche. But what I think we saw them do is support each other, give great ideas to each other. They started realizing it didn't matter if they were in charge of a cleaning business and they were talking to a food product business. There was something that they could offer. So we're going to encourage every business as they walk out of here today, and those of us who support businesses, we're going to encourage you to make sure that that networking, that mentoring continues to happen, because this was a great example of seeing just how effective that can be. And I think it gives business owners new confidence when they know that somebody else has seen and understood their product and values what they do and will be involved in what they do. So I'm going to challenge each of us to do more of that from this day forward. And with that, I'd say...
Wait a minute, we got to hold break for just a minute. Okay. Vicki, would you come down a minute? I just want to recognize you. Vicki Valdez, who runs our small business program. No, come on up here. There'll be no more speeches after this, but I wanted to make sure that Vicki got to kick off this inaugural class, and thank you all personally.
Hi again, my name is Vicki Valdez, and I'm the Small Business Program Manager, and I've got to tell you that I didn't get a chance to see every one of the sessions, but I saw the tremendous growth in every one of the businesses that was a part of this, just the last 4 weeks that I was a part of it. It was not only in the growth, but it was also when I saw the pitches, when I saw, you know, the confidence, the clarity on how to explain what you do and what you want, that I was very impressed with. And so with that, I look forward to all the pitches that are going to be given today. And those of you in the audience that haven't heard them, you're in for a true delight. So just congratulations. Dr. Pogue, congratulations. And business owners, congratulations as well. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you. Thank you, Vicki. Thank you, Joy. So Dr. Greg Pogue is brilliant. He's a great strategist. We're so lucky to have him as part of this and to begin this whole initiative. And so, Greg, you want to come up and speak and kind of give us some background on how we might go together. So welcome on behalf of the City of Austin. We look forward to working with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, it is actually me, and I'm actually wearing a tie, and it hurts. I'd like to thank everyone here. This is a model that really looks a whole lot like when IC Squared partnered with the chambers, partnered with the city, and helped partner with the community to change its tech world back in the 80s. It involved reaching out to the generosity of the people of Austin to help provide an environment to grow a new type of business. This is what the mentors, which many are here, have done. They've given up hours of their weeks to meet with companies in official events, but then I hear all the stories about how you've met with them informally, all the transformation that's occurring. I can't help but say thank you so much for your generosity. I want to make sure that it's very clear that the chambers have been key to this. Not only finding good companies, but to supporting this, sending mentors, providing linkages to other services and community. Because what we realize is that companies grow because of communities. They don't grow because they're by themselves, and they have to have all within one person the capabilities. They have this because of a community around them. The chambers provide this. We also really benefited from the city's vision. Synovia, I haven't mentioned your name enough, but thank you. You've been not only the visionary in this and giving the strength to your team to implement this process, but we appreciate it. And I think it's very exciting that we have a chance as a university to engage. And I'd just like to acknowledge a team, part of them that's here, that have worked with this. Coral, Frankie. We have Chris Myers. We have Aurelie Fonteca. And Marco Bravo and Bruce Flores were not able to come because of another commitment. I want to just make sure you understand that this is based on studies that actually began with Dr. Bruce Kellison from the IC Squared Institute. Now, I want to make sure you understand this, that the president of the University of Texas and the Chambers of Commerce got together to ask the question, why are minority-owned businesses growing differently than white-owned businesses? And we studied this, and we realized that there was a spot where businesses seemed to stop as sole proprietorships. And we began to explore learnings about how we could stimulate companies to grow to be companies with employees and grow beyond that point in their influence. So we took some of the learnings we have had in various countries with various entrepreneurs working with the Austin Technology Incubator, our programs in Portugal and Mexico and other groups. And this cohort allowed us to explore how best to adapt that material. And you guys have been extremely patient. You've been extremely engaged. You have been running a business which your engagement is critical sometimes for cash flow that very next week. Yet you would take 4 hours on a Tuesday to learn. You would take hours afterwards to do homework. You would take time 3 or 4 hours sometimes on a Thursday to meet with mentors to receive feedback. That takes tremendous commitment to your company and tremendous reliance that we're providing value. And I just really want to say to the companies, thank you for your trust. I hope that it's been a good experience for you, and we look forward to learning more from your experiences in the future. So congratulations to you. What we're going to do is going to be kind of fun. We had a last mentor event, and I must say that every company who presented was outstanding. And that was basically all the qualitative information we got was, oh my gosh, the difference between 3 months ago is so dramatic. The clarity of who you are, the clarity of how you're building your business, and the clarity of what you need to go next was so clear. But what we realized is we only had an hour, and really want to use the time wisely. So we had people vote, and we have 3 of our presenters that are going to give a 7-minute presentation. And then after each 7-minute presentation, we're going to have 3 shorter 3-minute presentations from each of the companies. So you're going to hear about from all the companies. Now, I would like to note that we had 13 in our cohort, and we have 11 presenting today. 2 of the companies realized that they had to finish some revenue goals by the end of the year. And that's a really good thing to realize. I've ran 6 startups. Realizing that before the end of the year is a really profound thing. And here's the cool part. They went out and accomplished that. They built new websites. They built new sales strategies. They went out and penetrated new segments to bring in the money they needed to close 2016 strong. That meant that they could not attend the last few activities just because they needed that time. This is a profound learning we have when we work with tech entrepreneurs. They're often given the leeway of capital that they buy time to spend time working on their business. When we work with real entrepreneurs building these smaller businesses that are built one customer at a time, you guys have to run your business. And sometimes it doesn't fit into my schedule for training, and that's okay. And I think that it's very important to acknowledge the successes of all the different groups. So we have a chance to introduce the companies. Our first company will be Kristen Fields with Empanadas. I think you'll be very excited about the presentation. And then we'll walk through the next order. So look forward to hearing your comments afterwards. So Kristen?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Kristen Fields with Empanadas. Have you ever been hungry and in a hurry? Or have you ever been famished but really busy? Have you ever been too tired to make yourself dinner, but you still want to eat something healthful and delicious? Well, pop a empanada in the oven, and within minutes, breakfast, lunch, dinner, even dessert is served. So think of a Hot Pocket, except it's handcrafted and it's really good. So how did I get started in the empanada business? Well, my now husband, Cody Fields, lived and worked in Costa Rica for 2 years. There he ate a lot of empanadas. Well, on a trip back to Austin, we met each other and we fell in love. He moved here and everything was great, except he hated his job and there were no empanadas. So we started tinkering with recipes. Within the next couple years, we landed our first wholesale account, and then a few months after that, we debuted our big red Empanadas food truck underneath the Mopac Bridge during Austin City Limits Music Festival 2008. We sold 100 empanadas a day, and we were so excited. Well, in 2013, we were invited to vend inside the festival, and now we sell 2,500 empanadas a day. And that kind of thing only happens in Austin, Texas. So here's our truck, and these days it splits its time between Barton Springs at Zilker Park and in front of the Browning Hangar and the Miller redevelopment in East Austin. We also wholesale our vegetarian empanadas to local markets and cafes, and we do corporate and personal catering as well. We love festivals such as South by Southwest and Austin City Limits, and then we also private label an empanada for Whole Foods, the Northeast region. So that's New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Over the years, we've done a really great job with customer retention. All right, we do this by consistently providing a high quality, labor-intensive product. All right, nobody else wants to make these babies. We obsess over quality control, and customer service is a really big deal. We also like to mix up our menu according to the season. Right now, for instance, we're doing the Great Pumpkin. It's like a pumpkin pie that you can put in your pocket. We have it outside, so please grab one when this is all done, and you can even take it with you if you like. So what's next for empanadas? What are we baking up? We have a great product and some great customers, but we've got a couple hurdles. Namely, we're not a USDA certified facility, so we're working with a consultant, and we are expecting our USDA grant to come through in early 2017. This will enable us to wholesale our much requested meat-filled empanadas, such as our Argentinian beef and our green chili chicken. Our other hurdle is that we have a really fun, beautiful brand that not a lot of people see, okay? Most of our empanadas are packed in no-name boxes and sold as anonymous empanadas. This is called Service Pack, and it's great. We love it. It's actually a huge part of our business, but it's not our end goal for empanadas. We want to see our product as a consumer packaged good in the frozen food aisle. And as you can see, the market wants frozen food in the freezer section. Here are 3 examples. They're regional and national brands promoting food truck concepts. And I promise you that none of this food originated from an actual food truck. So we're tired of being anonymous, and we're ready to bring empanadas into the frozen food section. To do this, we're going to need some packaging equipment. A horizontal flow wrapper will individually package our empanadas at 80 units per minute. And then a case erector cartoner will take those empanadas and put them in a really beautiful box that you're going to be excited to see when you open your freezer door. So with the USDA certification and the packaging equipment, we're going to be able to drive empanadas into frozen food aisles across the country. So how are we going to do this exactly? Well, we do need a little money, all right? Let's blow this baby up. We need $300,000. This will pay for our packaging equipment and allow us to execute our go-to-market strategy. When it comes to selling empanadas, samples drives sales. And you've got to get in front of retail buyers. So we're going to do this via trade shows. You're going to see us at the Fancy Food Show in New York and San Francisco. You're going to see us at the Natural Food Expo, East Coast and West. Pretty soon, you're going to see empanadas in your frozen food aisle. And for every new market we enter into, we are going to use targeted market ads to let people know, hey, remember that awesome empanada you grubbed down on at ACL while watching Band of Horses? It's in the freezer section, bro. Go get one. Something along those lines. So anyway, thank you so much for taking the time to learn a little bit about empanadas today. And thank you, too, to the FASTForward program for this amazing learning opportunity and for motivating me in unexpected ways. Cody and I have always felt that empanadas wouldn't have grown so well anywhere but Austin, and the FASTForward program has only reinforced my belief that Austin is a town where people like to make new things and try new things. So thank you again, and if by chance you know someone, a bigwig at Central Market or Whole Foods with buying powers, or someone that works for the City of Austin Department of Economic Development, namely in the family-owned business loan department, please put in a good word for empanadas. Thank you.
I hope you see that the companies have really developed a clear identity of who they are, where they can go as a company, and what they need to get there. And they developed the clarity to say what they're going to do with money if they're going to ask for it. We have a chance to now hear from 3 of the companies in a shorter, kind of 3-minute presentation. Each of these companies are very exciting. We're going to start with Prolon Cut.
How you doing? My name is Minor Alvarado with Prolon Cut. I'm going to keep this pretty simple so that I have a quick 3 minutes. And I'm going to talk about 3 things: who we are, what we've done, and what we need. Number 1, who we are. Prolon Cut is a full landscape maintenance and installation services company. We grew up a small residential lawn care provider, and my father, Jonathan Alvarado, he actually started the company in the early 90s, mowing yards on the weekends. And one of my favorite memories is since I grew up in the business, I would go out and help him on the weekends or in the summers. And once in a while, when we were out, some of the neighbors came out and asked for pricing. Some of them didn't agree to the price, but some of them did. And I so clearly remember his face. Anytime someone agreed to the price, he'd be rushing back to the truck, big old smile on his face, and just excited and thrilled that he just landed a new client. And that's exactly how we grew: 1 client and 1 smile at a time. So that leads me to number 2, what we've done. Well, since then, we've grown up a little bit. And particularly the last 3 years, we've had a lot of success. Last 3 years, we've been really focused on figuring out how we can grow. And fortunately, it's worked. In the last 3 years, we've grown an average of 51% year over year with our revenue. 2016 will be our best year, and we're projecting to finish at around over $800,000 in revenue. So we're very proud, very excited about the success. But with that, we've had a lot of growing pains. And that leads me to number 3, what we need. So one of the reasons we were very excited about joining the IC Squared program is because we wanted to figure out how we can continue growing, but more importantly, how we can continue growing more effectively and efficiently. We learned a lot through a lot of the exercises, and one of the many things we learned is that we can't do it alone. This is where we need your help. We want mentors. We want people in the industry, whether it's landscaping or construction, that show us what to do, what not to do. We want money. One of our biggest challenges has been cash flow. That being said, we don't want cash flow to hinder our growth and continue the rate that we're growing. So we want to find resources that help us address that issue. And last but not least, we want your contacts. We've grown through the trust of people. If we've earned your trust, we ask that you put us in front of the right contacts that you feel might get us to where we want to go. And with that, I'd like to end it by thanking you to the IC Squared program, University of Texas, and the City of Austin for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thanks, Miner. We have a really great chance now to see the diversity of the companies, because now we move not just from food and then the services, but now really into tech and individual products. So we have a chance with Base Boss, with David and Leanne, to present their really industry-leading technology.
Thanks, Greg. So we are Base Boss. We are a manufacturer of high-end professional loudspeakers based right here in the live music capital of the world, Austin, Texas. You can feel and hear our loudspeakers in over 30 venues here in Austin. We sell nationally and internationally, and we've been manufacturing here in Texas since 1999. I'm Leanne Amber. I'm the CEO.
I'm David Lee. I'm the president and the designer of the products. This project was born as a passion project for me. I worked for hi-fi, and I wanted to bring that hi-fi aesthetic, the sound quality, into a festival environment, and from there, take it to the small venues and bring that energy to mobile DJs and small venues. And so we bring that giant festival sound to your mom and pop environment and give it to people who can go out and bring it to you.
This FASTForward program has been phenomenal for us. It has really allowed us to meet so many people that have opened our eyes to all the things we haven't been doing, all the information we didn't know, and all the things that we needed to know. Just here in this room, there's a number of people that I have ongoing projects going with, and truly, it has really been a game changer. We really have so many things in the pipeline that we wouldn't have had 3 months ago. I really can't thank all of them enough. It's highly effective.
It has. It's helped us focus on our strengths, find where we're well-placed in the market, also find some of the things where we need to make improvements. We recognize a lot of opportunities, and here locally and with the help of the IC Squared, we feel like we've got tremendous opportunities nationally, internationally, and beyond.
So our next steps are we're doing a new marketing and branding pitch. We're going to be doing a new website that has an app that will allow people to get more information and get system specifications, so I don't have to actually do it every day. And we are also going to be doing consumer financing. Most importantly, because we do make high-end professional products, David is now designing a new lower-cost line that allows people to get into our ecosystem at a lower cost and then have an upgrade path in the future.
Yeah, and beyond that, we've got so many new and exciting things. You know, cash flow for a small business like us, which is capital intensive, is critical. So we have so much that we'd like to do that we're held back on because we just can't put that much investment into the things that are the opportunities. We've got new product lines in the DJ market. We've got new product lines in the instrument market, the car market, which is huge, which would be a whole different investment in research. But the home market is also basically hitting us up. They're calling us going, hey, when can we get this? And the DIY market is another opportunity. So we have so many avenues that we can take. We really feel like we have the opportunity to be a multinational, like you were saying earlier.
Thank you to IC Squared and FASTForward. This has been an awesome, awesome opportunity. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Coral.
That's awesome. I love the tagline, music made physical. And if you hear the music, it moves you. You wonder why mobile DJs are so successful at getting people on their feet, That's why. We have a great opportunity to talk now about Guiltless Indulgence, a new product line coming from Cruditerra. We have Irene.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Irene Mwathi, and I own Guiltless Indulgence. We have since rebranded since we started this class, so this is a brand coming straight out of FASTForward. Thank you. So how many people love ice cream? And how many people love how it feels after you've had it with a steak, maybe? So in 2015, I had to change my diet, and I went completely dairy-free. I went to the freezer aisle, tried every non-dairy ice cream there is to find one that could give me that same taste I always enjoyed with gelato. But I couldn't. Everything was icy, watery, tasted completely different. So I took to my own experiment in the kitchen, and I came up with Guiltless Indulgence, made out of coconut cream, honey, which is natural sugars, and only about 300 calories a pint. 2015, with the help of hospitality students from ACC, we went to farmers markets. Our customers loved the product. Our dairy lovers couldn't believe it wasn't dairy. And so, at the end of 2015, beginning 2016, we locked our first wholesale account. And now, as part of 2017, we're looking to grow. We're looking to get with South by Southwest locally, South by Southwest here locally in Austin, ACL. We're also looking to get a food truck. And we're currently talking to Whole Foods, Central Market, and Trader Joe's to be in their freezer aisle by the end of 2017. We're also partnering with Snap Kitchen and MyFit Foods and Simply Fit Meals from Dallas, because they reach the same customer base that we're targeting. So we've had a lot of discussions, big plans ahead, but of course, we have our challenges. And so we are looking to grow our brand, so we're asking everybody in Austin and reaching out to the community to help us grow this brand into a national brand, maybe even a global brand. And we are looking to get new equipment to meet our new demand, and we have a new sales target at 250 by the end of next year, maybe more. So join me on this Guiltless Indulgence journey. See you in the freezer aisle. Thank you.
Now, each of our entrepreneurs, I'm going to be honest, are pretty entertaining people to be with. Some may be more, one-on-one, and some may be more group-oriented. We're going to now link ourselves into more group-oriented entertainment entrepreneurs with Reroute Music, and they're going to present their model for taking life change to kids around the world through music and the way it links into a unique business model for musicians in Austin.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Bianca Neal, and I am the COO of Reroute Music Group. And this is Saul Paul, musician with a message, Chief Visionary Officer, and founder. Saul Paul has an amazing story, and he tells it through his music. Saul Paul, do you mind sharing your story?
Mic check. How's everyone feeling? Okay, for the next 6 minutes, this will be a interactive presentation. So when I ask, my man's chunking the deuce. I love it. I talk to you, you talk back. What's up, Danny? I see you in the back. Thank you for coming out. I am Saul Paul. I'm a musician with the message, founder of Reroute Music Group and Chief Visionary Officer. I have this unique story. I'm a Texas ex, graduated from the prestigious University of Texas at Austin with a 4.0 GPA. But the twist is, before I graduated from UT, I was locked up in the Texas State Penitentiary, convicted of 4 felonies. When I was in the Texas State Penitentiary, I realized that it wasn't because my mom died when I was 3. It wasn't because my dad ran off and left. It wasn't because I grew up in the ghetto. It was because of the choices that I made. Bad choices equate to bad results. Better choices, better results. So I miraculously get out of prison. I had 10 years, I was there for 2. I get out of prison, I get into the prestigious University of Texas at Austin, and ultimately I graduated with a 4.0. So I go from 4 felonies to a 4.0. At that point, I realized that I want to go change the world, so that's my passion, but my platform was my music, and that was the birth of Reroute Music Group. Who's clicking what? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so Reroute Music Group, the way Reroute Music Group works is I create music, and then we create a world around the music. So for example, I'll create an album. My most recent album is called Dream in 3D. Now from the album, I'll create a book. So I wrote a book called Dream in 3D. It was based on one of the songs. Then I wrote another book based on that song called Rise. Then I'll create a mobile gaming app. You can download it right now at iTunes or Google Play. It's called Dream in 3D. And then we create films as well. Tower to Tower, our most recent film will be called Dream in 3D. And then I create motivational merchandise, and that's available everywhere. So that's our business. We're successful at it. But to really appreciate our success, you have to kind of understand the music industry, and you have to understand the music industry here in Austin specifically.
According to a recent Austin Music Census survey, 24.4%, only 24.4% of musicians said their total income exceeded over $50,000, and that's including other jobs.
Like 1 out of 4 musicians.
46.5% said that live performances in Austin contributed to little or nothing to their income.
About half.
68.4% said that they made less than $10,000 in the music industry.
2 out of 3 musicians make less than $10,000 a year here in the live music capital.
And 76.5% said that CD sales contributed to little or nothing to their income, and 83% said the same of digital sales.
Summed up, musicians don't make no money. That starving artist, that I wasn't feeling that. I graduated from UT. I shouldn't have to starve as an artist. So that led to Reroute Music Group. And the reason why I say we figured it out is because for the last 3 years, our revenue has doubled every year. 2013, $25,000. 2014, $50,000. 2015, $100,000. In 2016, this year is another record-breaking year, and it's because Austin is an awesome city. It's because we work hard, we have a great brand, and we're able to participate in programs like FASTForward. But for Reroute, and in addition, in 3 years, we project to be a 7-figure company, and the end goal is to touch 1 billion lives and make $1 billion. So we're en route, but it's never just been about making money. It's always been about making an impact as well. Right here is a quick snapshot of like lives that have been impacted by what we do. If you'd like to see more or even see these, you can follow me at Saul Paul, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything is at Saul Paul. But our most recent project and the product that we basically worked as we went through Fast Forward is our festivals called Saul Paul's Dream in 3D Music and Arts Festival.
Saul Paul's Dream in 3D Music and Arts Festival is specifically targeted to tweens and teens.
In all essence, it's basically South by Southwest. Like imagine South by Southwest for youth. Imagine ACL for young people. That's what we do. The difference is instead of having an annual event and everybody take a trek and come to us, it's a year-round event, and we take it across the city. And we impact tens of thousands of students. And it's all free to the students. But the way we're able to create that is in partnership with our sponsors. And we provide access to these tens of thousands of people that we serve to our sponsors.
These sponsors see the benefit in the business impact as well as the community impact.
So we're gonna show you a little clip. We'll show you a little clip real quick. Our time is short. This video is awesome, but you really have to experience it live to really understand how awesome it is. You can go ahead and stop it and take us to the next slide. You can bring it back one. Bring it back, okay. That was a good joke, y'all didn't even catch it. Again, Teamwork makes the dream work. We impact tens of thousands of young people, 12 to 18-year-olds, but we don't do it alone. This year alone, we've created jobs. We've hired over 15 people. That's how we were able to put on these events. We create business opportunities for our sponsors. We're very, very proud of that. And because of the teamwork, because teamwork makes the dream work, we're able to bring it all together, impact tens of thousands as we empower, inspire, and entertain.
And businesses and organizations that most benefit from this opportunity include businesses or organizations that are doing a product launch, product testing, or people who want to expand, companies, organizations that want to expand or strengthen their brand in Austin.
Now, the various categories that we're looking for sponsors in are food, beverage, arts, music, sports and athletic, technology, community, nonprofit, civic, city, and government. Okay, y'all caught that, yeah? All right. To sum it up, right, last 60 seconds here. Bottom line, we're gonna make a lot of money and we're gonna impact a lot of people while we do it. What could help us do it faster and grow exponentially is funding for equipment. We literally hosted 6 events in 1 month at one time, impacted 6,000 people, and we don't even have stage, sound, lights, generators, tents, or storage. We just did it all on our own, bootstrapped it, figured out how to make it happen, because where there's a will, there's a way. But we could exponentially grow if we could receive funding for equipment. In addition, this is our company right here. We work with a lot of different people and whatnot, but we're at the place where we want to grow, where we need to grow, and we need funds for sales and admin. In addition, contacts and referrals. Maybe you're the person that should partner with us, or maybe you know somebody. Holler at us. And we're always looking for wise business minds to join our advisory board to help us maneuver our way to this billion-dollar company that we will build, that will impact billions of people. I'm Saul Paul.
And I am Bianca Neal, and we are Reroute Music Group.
We're now going to move into looking at a cutting-edge way to reach millennials with current affair knowledge about what it is to be a citizen of the city of Austin with Amy Stansbury.
All right. Hi, my name is Amy Stansbury. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Austin Eco Network. We're a local environmental news website here in town. And in that capacity as editor, I do a lot of public speaking engagements. I go around to a lot of different community groups and tell people about what's happening right here in Austin. And so I gave one of those talks the day before Election Day this year, actually, to the Beta Honor Society at the University of Texas. And I started out the talk by asking them, can anyone please raise their hand if they can tell me who Steve Adler is? And not a single person raised their hands. And these people want to be doctors. That's why they're in this honor society. And worse yet, these people are our current Austin voters. And they don't know who the mayor is of the city that they live in. Many of them have never been inside this building. Many of them could probably never even tell you where this building is or know that it exists. And that's a problem for Austin. Austin actually is the largest millennial city in the US, which means we have the largest percentage of 20 and 30-year-olds. And yet you would not know it if you looked at who's voting and who's coming to city council meetings and participating in local government. And so this has a real effect on our local government policies, and it has a real effect on these young people themselves. And so it's a big problem here in Austin, and it's a problem that the Austin Eco Network is trying to solve. We recently developed a new initiative called Civics 101 that's designed to teach young people in Austin how to engage in local government. We've already been testing out this program. We held a series of happy hours over the summer, and we brought in hundreds of 20 and 30-year-olds in Austin and taught them who their local elected officials are, how to participate, how to come to city council meetings. We had such good attendance that the bar manager at the bar where we held these happy hours said he had never seen so many people in his establishment at once. So we know there's like a real demand for this in the community. So now the question is, what do we do next? What happens in 2017? I think especially in light of recent national events, nobody is super happy with the way, just in general, our government is being run. I think it was a really brutal election season, and a lot of people are wondering, how can we function better? How can we get along better as a community and produce an effective government right here in Austin? And Civics 101 can really help to provide that. And so in 2017, our goal is to reach 1,000 young people through in-person Civics 101 events by talking to them about how their local government works. We want to partner with local universities, civic young professional organizations, social clubs, different schools, and give these Civics 101 talks. So if you run any of those organizations, talk to me after. We'd love to come do a talk. We're also looking to subscribe 5,000 millennials to our new Civics 101 newsletter, which will be designed to keep young people up to date on what City Council is up to in a way that's actually interesting to them, because it'll be written by fellow millennials as well. And last but not least, we want to figure out better ways to connect our local government to our younger citizens, since they make up such a large percentage of now our voting age population. And so through the FASTForward Institute, we've been working all fall to really try and develop a sustainable business model and plan to support Civics 101. We've done some research, and we've discovered that once we reach a critical mass of millennials engaging with our Civics 101 program, we can rely pretty heavily on private advertising to really promote and sustain Civics 101, but we need a little bit of initial investment in order to get there. And so that's kind of what we're looking for now. We're looking for grant-making organizations, local government institutions that need assistance in their own civic engagement efforts, as well as private companies that might be looking to be initial funding sponsors for Civics 101. And so we think that Austin is a really cool, innovative place to live, and I think it really could be the city that helps to start chip away at our civic engagement crisis here in the country, and we're just asking now if you'll join us. That's it.
Kirk and Jeremy, you're going to talk to us about a different type of business where they've been able to transform people's lives to their homes and their businesses by how they present themselves. Austin Art Services.
Thank you, Greg. Everybody. I'm Kirk.
Hi, I'm Jeremy.
Austin Art Services began about 7 years ago here in Austin, but we represent 25 years of combined creative arts and visual arts experience, installing artwork in museums, households, households and residences, corporations, offices, hospitality, etc. And we've created a business in which we utilize a network of art installers to come in as contractors and for residents and clients to come utilize our service to get these services done in their houses.
Yes, and looking into the future, we are looking into ways to expand our market by moving into multiple markets using a on-demand platform and using technology to hopefully drive down the cost of our operations while massively increasing our customer base.
We hope to go into different markets, utilizing the system that we already have. Other markets would be other cities, and keeping down the infrastructure costs, which would drive up our revenue, drive up our profit. And we have different ways that we're looking at to do that. Some of them are very interesting and have happened recently, so we've had to sort of be overwhelmed with new business opportunities in the very recent past, which have kept us sort of out of the loop on FASTForward. But in the end, we've been very, very helped by the program, and we're very, very grateful to FASTForward, UT, and City of Austin for putting this all together and inviting us in, and just blown away at the caliber of all of the participants. So thank you very much.
Art up, profits up. That's good. Now Heather Biagas is going to tell us about Little Mama's Kitchen. Woo!
Hello, everyone. How are we? Great. I am Heather Biagas, and originally when I started this program, my company name was Little Mama's Delicious Desserts and More. But when I ended up being asked, what is it you want to accomplish? I said, well, I have a plan for 3 different avenues for my company. I have wholesale, I have catering, and I have meals to go. And I was told by many people, pick one. I said, but wait, I have all this talent. You know, I'm a baker who went to culinary school. I know how to cater. I've worked with, I've done all kinds of things. And they were like, pick one. So what we chose to do was to focus on our wonderful, buttery, made from scratch, no preservatives, sandwich buns. And actually what we have today for you afterwards is that we have made slider turkey sandwiches, so you guys will have a chance to try them. But what Little Mama's started out to be was we were a grab-and-go cafe, and we were a wholesale bakery, and we were in downtown Pflugerville. But through this program, I was able to actually do something what I have been told is pivot. And we have now gotten rid of the cafe, and we are now focusing on our sandwich buns. We have the capacity to make 4,500 sandwich buns a week. One of our current customers is Lebowski's Grill. Anyone ever heard of them? Couple people. So Lebowski's Grill is a hidden gem in Austin. They are currently located in Highland Lanes Bowling Alley at 183 in Burnett. And through our collaboration and working together, they have put on Yelp's top 10 list for best burgers in Austin. And that makes us so proud because our product with their collaborations, both companies are beginning to definitely grow and reach new heights. What we are seeking to do as we move through the end of 2016 and into 2017, we definitely are seeing the need to definitely raise some capital because we are in need of finding quality staff. We're also in need of people helping us to streamline our processes so that we can maximize the time that we're in the kitchen, and then also help us to additionally identify those companies that anybody knows that needs a wonderful sandwich bun to bring up the quality of that ordinary chicken sandwich. So the other thing that has happened through FASTForward program is that we are actually going to rebrand and do a complete redesign of all of our marketing material. So we are changing from Little Mama's Delicious Desserts and More, because that's a whole bunch of words and different things, and we are going to be called Little Mama's Kitchen. And we will have a new logo, a new website, and definitely a new web presence. So I want to thank everybody here from the City of Austin, IC Squared, my classmates, for a wonderful, wonderful experience, and all the mentors. And we have just had a wonderful time. And you guys have really allowed me to see my potential and to dig deep. And just my future is definitely brighter. So thank you.
All right, we have another now extended presentation. I think Mario is going to be presenting It's Cleaning Time.
Hello, I am Mario Alvarez. My whole family is here. My mom, my dad, they're the owners of It's Cleaning Time. We are a family-owned, minority, female-owned. We are a family business, and we clean houses. Now, what do you think when you clean houses? What do you think about when you have to clean your own house? Whoa, that picture didn't show up. For most people, it's like a headache. It's like difficult. When my mother started cleaning about a year into it, she felt really ill and she became allergic to the toxic chemical she was cleaning with. She would spray something at the beginning of the day and she would be instantly tired. And we realized that that wasn't okay. She had a choice. She either quit the business or she found a different way to do it. So ever since, she's been cleaning with green products. Now, would you like to have a very clean and organized home? For most people, the answer is yes. And if you talk to if you search for any cleaning services out there, they all say that you trust them because there's somebody that's coming into your house. It's essentially a stranger, and you have to build a relationship. Now, where we are different, besides the fact that we use eco-friendly products that won't harm you or your pets or your children, is that we're very flexible and we are fast. Our ladies they follow a system. They clean from top down, from left, right. And part of what we do is we use these things to capture dust. Our cleaning system is based on capturing dust. When you dust with a feather duster, everything goes up in the air, and then it takes time to settle down. When you make your bed, you you go up, and then all that stuff, you're breathing all of that. So our system takes care of that by using these little things. They're expensive, about $1 a piece. They create electrostatic, and so it attracts the dust. We also have in our system, we use different color rags so that we don't cross-contaminate from bathroom to your kitchen counter. And then glass and dusting. That way, the cleaning products that we're using to clean your windows don't get mixed and cause problems in your household. So there's a trend in the United States to have your spaces being tidy and organized and clean. And what we provide is a structure for people to have their home reflect who they are. We believe that when you walk through your door, you should have the experience that your home is not a burden. You don't have, stuff that you still have to do, and it's just like a monkey hanging in your back. And we know that our customers are moms. They're entrepreneurs. They have children, and really what they need is time. And what we offer them is the peace of mind that somebody is giving a personal touch to their house. We clean your house like we would clean ours. And the fact that we use clean green products means that when you're walking barefoot on your floor, you're not absorbing those toxic chemicals through your skin. That when your dog licks the floor because you dropped some peanut butter or something, that he's not gonna get sick. Overall, we improve the quality of life of the people that we work for. Now, Austin and allergies, man. It seems like year-long round, you're popping Benadryls and Claritins. And like I said, our system, we use microfibers. The microfibers capture most allergens. Whatever we don't capture and remove and take out of your house, like molds, we use products that disinfect and kill molds. And so the more we clean your house, the cleaner it gets. I want to thank the City of Austin. I want to thank the IC2 Institute, the University of Texas. We have discovered so many things in this journey, and one of the first things is that we had a lot of blind spots. There were things that we didn't know about our business that we learned through the program. We started interviewing our customers and actually realizing what is it that they care about. We've been able to tighten our execution, and our awareness of the business has, we are clear, we are spot on, we have our numbers tight. We discovered that going in, we thought we had a 7% profit into our business. And just by doing the homeworks, we discovered that we're actually pretty good. We're doing 20% profit. This class has set the platform for us to grow and to expand. And like I said, to tighten our execution. Now, how are we going to do that? Part of the things that the class did is they assigned us a student to do market research and to we could have them do anything really, but the thing that we discovered is that our website was very worthy, and we were somewhat invisible as far as like green cleaning, and we've been doing it for 13 years. So we want to pivot the company, redesign our website, start blogging about cleaning products. My mom's an eminence in cleaning, but nobody knows that except some of our customers. So we're gonna get her YouTubing. Not a lot of companies are offering chat support. Out of 10 we called, only one had chat support. That means that the millennial market that's looking for everything online and like instant gratification, we're gonna try and capture that by adding that to our website. We're gonna remove a lot of the wordiness of our website and create a question and answer page so that our message is very clear. And we discover that what has been most effective for us as far as advertising is networking. We get more bang for a buck in actually one-on-one meetings and talking to customers. We've also, we were like, how do we retain our customers? We weren't paying attention to them. So we started talking to them every week. And really, what we saw that makes our business strong is the relationships that we have forged. So what we're asking for is relationships. We're asking if you know any allergists or oncologists. We would like to know what's important to them when they're cleaning their own house. If you know any small businesses that need to be cleaned, we would like to start cleaning, have more of a residence business expand into commercial cleanings. And if you know any working mothers or entrepreneurs that are short on time that would like detail-oriented dust removal cleaning, that you give us our contact information, which is as follows. That's the lady, the owner, and thank you very much. Thanks.
All right. Sam Alexander is going to talk about a brand new industry that he's bringing to Austin, Texas, and how he's been working to build it one piece at a time. Very exciting story.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sam Alexander. My background has been in the fashion industry for the last 30 years. I came into this program with two objectives. One of them was to rebrand my company, and the second was to develop a B2C project. Greg was constantly pointing to me that, Sam, you're too spread out. And I had to really learn how to focus in and to direct my energies in one direction because I was spread out in so many directions. But our industry has always been a global industry. So I'm used to working and getting 4 hours of sleep because in the morning I get up and work with my clients all through the day. Then in the afternoons at 6 o'clock I'm online with China doing production. So it's been an ongoing process for year after year. So in the process of coming into the IC Squared, we separated off all my different companies and put them under one umbrella and rebranded the company as C2C. And within C2C, we do project management, project design, development, sourcing, and logistics for the company. Under that umbrella, we have a company called Order Register. And what Order Register is the global ecosystem of software that controls from concept all the way through to consumption. The consumption part of it is what we're working with IC Squared. We're building the B2C. In the B2C, what we found, the problems that most people had online was fit, being able to touch the product, and the experience of the website. So what we've developed is two areas of addressing those problems. With the problem of fit, we're creating avatars. We have the ability to scan you, create an avatar, and within that avatar, you become a social avatar, which you can actually communicate with the other avatars within our social system. Also, we're doing a mirror. Within that mirror, you'll be able to try on clothes. And because we started the project from conception, we have all the tech packs built into our system. So we have all the patterns and everything built in, so we know whether or not it fit by just comparing the fit to your actual avatar. So we have a complete ecosystem from conception all the way through to consumption. Order Register is a combination of an ERP, CRM, and a social media platform. We call it a social CRM. The ERP handles all of the logistics, the productions, invoicing, pick ticketing. Right now, we have over 1,100 clients globally in 100 countries, and our system converts into 32 different languages. The virtual shop is what we're developing here at IC Squared with the augmented reality. Augmented means that you can actually put on the glasses and the whole room turns into a virtual store, and you can shop within the store. The virtual reality is you put on the goggles and you become a part of the virtual world, and you actually have an avatar there that you become interactive with all the other avatars and everyone within the system. So that's what we're working on now. We're going to start out with the augmented and move to the virtual. We're also working on developing even further down the road, and what we're creating is interactive video. Interactive video will become the digital marketing for everything that we're doing with online. We'll be able to take a video, create, and combine the music industry and the fashion industry and the tech industry all into one component and develop revenue sharing for the musicians that work within the interactive videos, and then also for the designers and manufacturers. I want to thank everybody at the City of Austin and IC Squared, because it's been a real experience for me, because this was like a humbling experience, because I've had to really go back to school at 63 years old, and it was a change for me. Also, I want to thank the City of Austin, because without them in helping to develop this complete fashion industry here in Austin, and there's a lot more going on, which I won't go into because I'm great to teach you to keep me on track. But we are looking to develop the fashion industry here in Austin into $1 billion industry. Right now, New York does $80 billion a year, Milan does $40 billion, and LA does $20 billion. We should be able to do $1 billion in 5 years. With my software, I would hope that it will be a major part of helping that to develop. From the city and everyone here, all I ask you for is your support. Thank you.
Whenever you create a lineup, I think it's very important you know what your cleanup hitter looks like. And so Ruth Noel is going to be our cleanup hitter, finishing up our cycle with her Treasured Earth products.
Thank you. Imagine a brownie that is chocolatey and decadent. It's the perfect ending to a perfect meal, but you're good. The base is 7 fruits and vegetables, 8 if you include the cocoa. Imagine banana bread or a muffin, and it's soft and moist and light. It's got the little crunchy nuts on top, muffin top, and keeps you satisfied for 2 hours. Best part, no coma, sugar coma, shortly after eating it. A cookie that tastes like a brownie, and you eat it for breakfast. It's fudgy, it's soft, and you're good. It's got healthy ingredients, and that's actually our best seller. And then imagine a cake that you lock yourself in the closet with, and you eat it, because it's so good. You eat all of it. Family can't find you. Your kids can't find you. Everybody's looking for you, but you're good. Frosting had, if it's chocolate, 7 fruits and vegetables, 8 if you include the cocoa, and the cake, you're fine. Handful of nuts or seeds, some apples, maybe some beets, maybe some carrots, just depends. So that's Treasured Earth Foods, and I'm the creator. All of that and a whole lot more is available. And what we're looking to do is expand our wholesale market, but also create a retail market as well. We found a facility so we can combine the wholesale and the retail, connect with the community, be more involved with the City of Austin, and expand that concept in through other markets. We're in Whole Foods, so we can go into other regions, national, hopefully global. And the ask, help us with this retail site. We need about $100,000 for mostly equipment, some renovations, and permitting. And we're good. Thank you.
Hope you had fun. What an amazing set of companies. I want to thank again the city. I want to thank again the team at IC Squared. I want to thank all the mentors in the room for your investment in this group. I hope you had a good time seeing the outcomes of great businesses in your community that are going to change the way people hear music, experience music, what they eat, how they take care of their homes, how they present their art and valuables. And this just keeps going. This is what Austin is. It's a great, innovative city. We're going to have a chance now to recognize each one of these entrepreneurs with a certificate of completion. So, Synovia.
Wow. Wow. Give yourselves a hand. I now have 14 new small businesses to add to my weekend treks and treasures with my son. And maybe I'm a single mom, so I do need some help in my cleaning area because it's a little crazy. But I am so proud of this program, and I just feel good. It's just a great feeling to hear the stories and the things that you've learned. And so we want to take a moment just to recognize each business and capture a photo moment, and one by one, and then we'll bring the whole group. So first, empanadas, Kristen Fields. Vicky and Joy to please join Dr. Poe. I'll take it at the end. Thank you. Yeah, Prolon Cuts, Minor Alvarado. Thank you. Bass Boss, Leanne Amber and David Lee. Kudo Terra, Irene Moate. Thank you.
Let's go, Kenya.
Reroute Music Group, Saul Paul and Bianca Neal. Austin Eco Network, Amy Stansberry. Austin Art Services, Kirk Anders and Jeremy Burtz. Lo Mamas, Heather Villegas.
Jeff had an orange thing before. I got you.
It's Cleaning Time, Eloise Alvarez and Mario Alvarez, and the entire family. Concept to Conception, Sam Alexander. And Treasured Earth Foods, Ruth Noel. Thank you all. And just as a reminder, the cohorts will continue to meet monthly with their mentors over the next few months and to participate in ongoing surveys so that we know what tweaks we may need to do to the program. At this time, I'd like to thank Mayor and Council who believes in the small business program and the efforts of small businesses throughout Austin, and who approved this funding. And so we're so grateful for the Mayor and Council support. I'd also like to thank Kevin Johns and Dr. Poe for forging this relationship and pursuing the partnership with IC Square. We thank you. At this time, let's give them a hand. And at this time, I want to ask my small business extraordinary team to please stand under the leadership of Vicky Valdez. Well, staff, please stand. Ernest, Danny, Blake, raise your hand. Davetta, Andrea, Veronica. This team is phenomenal. They make it work day after day. They support small businesses. We believe in it, we breathe it, we live it. And I just want to personally say thank you. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize our partners. Will our mentors please stand? Thank you. In particular, Brian Marshall and Daniel Frunza, who provided guidance and feedback to the program along the way. Thank you. And of course, again, Dr. Poe, IC Square staff, please stand. Let's give them a big hand. So again, thank you all. This was an awesome experience. I can't tell you. It's just awesome to watch you. And I look forward to next year when you call back and say, just let council know and mayor know, I created 5 new jobs. I've doubled my revenue. I'm working out in the community and providing benefit. And we just want to say thank you. And at this time, please join us in the lobby atrium for some refreshments made by the various owners of the business. But before if the business owners could take a quick picture as the group, and we'll be out shortly. Thank you.